It's Friday morning, last day of November, and at least 2 viewers suggested, why don't you try it, only have it tilted the other way. And looking at my stairs, I'm realizing that yeah, it's possible that I do have more room if it's angled this way instead of this way. I haven't tried it yet. Once again, this is going to be the first time. I have no idea if it's going to fit. Yeah, so to those viewers, if this works, thank you. Well, let's give it a whirl and see. Oh, by the way, sorry about the fisheye lens again. If I don't have that fisheye lens on, you don't get to see the whole thing. Okay, very gently here now. I don't want to break any teeth. I had thought that my stairs were perfectly symmetrical in this opening here, but I can see now that there is slightly more room going this way than going the other way. Thank you, guys. I'm so pleased I can't talk. That was a very pleasant surprise because I was sort of leaning against it's not gonna fit. But it was worth a try. I was sure glad I tried. Anyway, we won't talk about this anymore. What we're going to talk about now is getting the new cogs, or maybe I should say bearings, mounted on that big wheel. Now, maybe I should talk about something here. I don't like using somebody else's idea. I guess it's kind of related to getting that thing up the stairs that we weren't going to talk about. Anyway, it was somebody else's idea. I'm glad I listened. Now, anyway, there's a guy here, I think he lives in Ontario, and I just found out by accident a week ago that he had developed a gear-generating computer program where you put in the number of teeth on one gear and the number of teeth on the other gear and so on. And so I downloaded the trial version of it. And it turns out that on your small gear, you can change it from teeth or cogs to pins. And not only that, but you can adjust the size of the pins to within 1/1000th of an inch. Well, I knew that those little bearings there were 511 thousandths of an inch, so I just keyed that into the criteria, and 180 teeth on the big gear and 12 teeth on the little gear, or I guess pins on the little gear, and it generates everything out. And I thought, I'm going to use this because it'll give me an idea where to go to start from here, and maybe I'll be lucky and it'll be right on. So anyway, I did that this morning, and I took his drawing, what his program calculated it out to be, which is what you're more or less looking at here, and I laid it over top of my drawing in CorelDRAW, and the large gear was exactly the same size as my drawing. Exactly the same. I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, his program is really accurate. I don't know why I'm surprised. Maybe I should be surprised that mine was accurate. Anyway, I'm going to be using that, and I should say that had I had this 6 months ago when I started this big clock project, in all likelihood, my gears on the ring wouldn't look like spokes. They'd look like regular cogs. Anyway, let's get on with it here. Now, as Columbo used to often say, just one more thing. And the one more thing is this. Those of you who were with me yesterday when I was doing the salt and pepper shaker thing, well, I just want to repeat myself. You can never have too many clamps in your workshop. As you can see, I still have not got the spray-on glue. Been meaning to order some of that. I understand Amazon sells it. One of the viewers recommended a particular type to me, and I was going to order it. I do have Amazon Prime. It wouldn't cost me a whole lot to get it here. Oh well, this will be good enough. Okay, now right here there's a lot of little X's here, so just follow this line. I think that was pretty close. Okay, we don't need this thing any bigger and clunkier than necessary. Now there's a pin right there. It's going to go in this hole. Obviously what had happened there was my jig slipped. I didn't get it on right. Yep, that's too bad. Well, not the end of the world. Now I could be wrong, but I think the word stubborn came up a little earlier. And yeah, that was terrible. I'm going to try this again. Looking at it right now while I'm editing out this shot, I can see that the pivot point is way too far ahead of the blade. It's funny, I never noticed that before, but then on the other hand, this is the first time I've ever done a real small radius. I've always done a really large radius, and I guess it wouldn't have made a whole lot of difference, or at least not as much difference. Yeah, gotta do a little adjusting on my jig. This center hole is 1/64 of an inch larger than the others. So I'll probably have to press these ones in. And not only that, I have to find something that I can use as a spacer to hold these up about half an inch, or maybe not quite. And so I need 12 of whatever that is. And I think I'm going to call it a day here. And please don't anybody comment about the bandsaw drift or anything like that, because yeah, the jig master screwed up. I could have done it better without the jig. I think the next time I'll just draw a line on the paper with the computer and follow the line by hand. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.